Last Friday night, the Blair Oaks Falcons were rolling along as expected at Hallsville. They had a 21-0 lead going into the second quarter when something peculiar happened. The Falcons were beset by blocked passes, sacks, dropped passes, and a fumbled snap. For just a moment, the vaunted Falcons offense ground to a halt. But some quick adjustments on the sidelines, and a few minutes later, the Falcons were right back on schedule.
Here's a pass to the left side, and breaking free and going down the field. There goes Dapkus. He's into the end zone for the touchdown, Falcons!
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles at the point of the reception, and that's all she wrote.
Cunningham, the quarterback, with Alvin Smith behind him. Now that's Wyatt Morris, and he gets the handoff, and he's got good running room up the middle as the Falcons turn him back. But Morris is going to get about 9 yards. The ball comes out of there, and West is running it back. He's going to score, and let's see if this stands. The ball came out late, and let's see. The officials have not waved it off.
I haven't seen anything from the officials yet.
And Zane West has gone into the end zone for the touchdown Falcons. A 40-yard touchdown run for Zane West.
2 touchdowns in the first half's final 35 seconds restored order, leading to the running clock in the second half of Blair Oaks' 56-0 blowout of Hallsville. Tonight brings a mixture of joy and sadness, memories hard to forget, some happy, some not. Tonight, we celebrate 19 seniors who have helped lead the Falcons to 2 state championships along with their families. But it's also hard not to look at Southern Boone and think back to that tragic night last season in Ashland. For as much as the injuries to Brady Dapkus and Hayden Lackman were simply bad accidents, this night will be a pivot point for these seniors in particular. This is where their comeback tour began last season, and it's at full speed right now. This is Dick Aldrich along with Ed Kniest at the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville. It's the Falcons and Southern Boone. It's the final game of the regular season. It's senior night. Next on MidMoSports Online.
evening, everybody, and welcome back to Wardsville to the Falcon Athletic Complex for tonight's season finale between the Southern Boone Eagles and the Blair Oaks Falcons. It's Friday night. I'm Ed Knies. There's a lot to play for tonight, so Blair Oaks should be fired up. Blair Oaks can clinch another Tri-County Conference title, their fourth straight, and cement first place in the district standings with a victory over the Eagles tonight.
Right here, right now, being brought to you by Brighton, Swearingen and England, attorneys at law. To set the scene for you, we have mostly cloudy skies. We've had a little bit of rain here so far this evening, but nothing at the moment. Not much wind to speak of, and a temperature that's in the mid-50s and will be dropping throughout the night. And here also to set the scene for you, here is Ed Knies.
Thanks, Dick. The Southern Boone Eagles won the toss and they elected to defer. You don't usually see teams doing that against the Falcons. If they win the toss, they want to get the ball. So they'll get the ball to start the second half. The Falcons will be receiving. They will be going left to right in this first quarter. Southern Boone clad in their traveling white jerseys, black numerals, red and black stripes on the shoulders, black pants, black helmet with a red SB on the helmet. And the Falcons in their home Kelly green jerseys with white numerals, white pants, and a Kelly green helmet with the white Falcon. We're getting ready here. They're setting up the ball for play for kickoff, and number 20, Bryce Bonnet, is the kicker for Southern Boone. He comes to the ball, and with the call, the voice of the Falcons, Dick Aldrich.
And this Chemna Collision Repair kickoff goes out of bounds to start our ball game as Bono lines it out of bounds over on the far sidelines, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Falcons. Falcons go backwards almost more than 20 yards on 2 snaps, and they turn the ball over to Southern Boone at the 14-yard line. So 2 weeks in a row, some problems with the snap for Tyler Bax. Had a couple of fumbles last week of snaps. So here is the young freshman, number 15, Caden Reynolds, the quarterback. Has a man to the right side, and Reynolds wants to throw on first down. He's hit from behind and throws the pass incomplete. Although they're saying that this was a backwards or sideways pass, and it's picked up and run over to the 30-yard line. They're going to lose yardage no matter what.
Man over there, the receiver over there, to pick up the ball, realizing that it was a backward pass and therefore a live ball.
Reynolds on second down, hands to Paisley, who piles into the middle of the line and gets thrown right back out. Just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Gage Leffert, among others, there on the tackle for the Blair Oaks Falcons. No gain on the play for Paisley, the sophomore running back.
Well, like last week against Hallsville, the Falcons' offense starts slowly, but hopefully the defense can hang in there.
3 receivers wide left, single receiver right, man to his left in the backfield. Reynolds takes the low snap, throws the ball down the middle, the pass is deflected at the line and goes incomplete. He was looking for the veteran Jace Chouinard that time, but somebody got a hand up and got the deflection. It might have been Luebbering inside, Red Luebbering, coming from the inside tackle position. 27, a 37-yard field goal try for Bryce Bono. He slips and falls, but the ball goes through the uprights. And for very few times this season, the Blair Oaks Falcons are trailing in a football game. This might be a first. 9:58 to go in the first quarter. It is Southern Boone 3 and Blair Oaks nothing on MidMoSportsOnline.com. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Empty backfield behind Bax, and this time he handles the snap, throws it left side, and down the left sidelines there goes Rackers. And check it, that was Dapkus. He was pushed out of bounds after a quick gain. So here is a second down and long as they hand to Lackman, and Hayden bounces up the middle to the outside now, to the 50, to the 45-40, 35-30 down the sidelines and skips out of bounds as he reaches the 27-yard line. On first down, they hand off to Toby Edler, the senior, getting work tonight, and he comes across the 25-yard line down to the 20-yard line, and a gain of 7 yards on the play. And that was Lackman, and now Edler. Falcons in a hurry.
Edler with a gain of 7.
As Bax runs to the left side, to the 20, bounces to the outside to the 15, to the 10, and runs over a couple of players inside the 10, and gets it down to about the 8-yard line. Give Tyler Bax a gain of 14 yards on the play, and it will bring up now a first down for the Blair Oaks Falcons. So now he says we're ready. 2 receivers to the left side, 3 to the right. As Bax moves Lackman into the backfield, hands off to Hayden, up the middle he goes, following blockers, runs over a man and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Lackman lowered the boom on Aiden Taylor and pile drives into the end zone, and the Falcons are on the scoreboard with 8:18 to go in the first quarter. It's Blair Oaks 6 and Southern Boone nothing on 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com.
Was that from 9 yards out?
That was from 8 yards out.
8 yards out.
And the extra point by Jeg Holloway is on the way, and it is good. 8 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Blair Oaks 7 and Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville after this timeout. As Caden Reynolds, the freshman quarterback, takes the snap and hands off and hit in the backfield and driven down. And that was Andrew Paisley again. Paisley got hit hard. It looked like it might have been West on the tackle there for the Falcons.
Zane West has been having a heck of a season this year.
For sure, just a junior.
A couple of defensive touchdowns. And
I was reading the starting lineups tonight. It struck me there are a lot of juniors that play a lot of football on this team. On second down, they hand to Paisley again. He smashes into the line again and gets a few yards as he comes across the 35 out to the 37-yard line and give him a gain of 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up third down and 8.
In punt formation, they have 2 punters back.
And it is kicked away and taken on the line drive by Dapkus. What a catch that was to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. A man to beat and it gets pushed out of bounds. Deep in Southern Boone territory, they'll mark him out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Dapkus caught that like he was running over to snare a line drive.
It was a low line drive kicked by Kai Morris, and Dapkus was on the dead run. So Bax gets ready for play from the 18-yard line of Southern Boone. And on first down, they hand to Lackman, and Hayden's got a huge hole, and he's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown, Falcons! The last play, he ran over a man. This time, he levitated to the left and went into the end zone.
That's old levitating Lackman, as we know.
18 yards for the touchdown for Hayden Lackman.
There was a defender back there. I'm not sure. I think it was number 8.
6:38 to play. First quarter, Blair Oaks up 13-3. As the snap comes back, the kick is on its way, and it is good. 6:38 to play. First quarter, Blair Oaks 14, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. Don't forget, this is a pancakes for touchdowns night, so keep up the count as we stack the score for IHOP in Jefferson City.
Got a short stack already.
Falcons lead it by the score of 14-3. We will return after this timeout. You're watching Blair Oaks Falcons football, brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter of Jefferson City. At their own 32-yard line.
First 3 drives of this game started in Blair Oaks territory. Now this is the third straight that started in Southern Boone territory.
On first down, they hand to Paisley over right guard and tackle. Got a little bit of room that time as he came out across the line of scrimmage at the 32, out to about the 35-yard line. Give him a gain on the play of about 3 yards as Gage Leffert, among others, over there on the tackle for the Falcons. Gain of 3 yards for Paisley.
This Blair Oaks rush defense is pretty tough.
And man trapped in the backfield. He's going to go down for a huge loss. Back inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. They tried a little outside veer that time, and Isaiah Bailey, a freshman, was tracked down in the backfield by the Green Wave. A number of Falcons back there on the tackle, and a loss of 7 yards on the play for Bailey.
Don't let him have anything.
Freshman quarterback goes back to pass, zips a pass down the middle. Boy, he got zipped. Out there on the wide side. What a shot that was out at the 33-yard line. The young man who caught the ball was Price Bono, and he got lit up. I think it might have been Sammy Closser.
He got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, Carson Verslues. Okay, that makes sense. First-year head coach Tyler Tanner in charge of Southern Boone this year. On first down, Bax pump and go. Wants to go deep down the sidelines. The man is wide open. It's Brenden Rackers. Good night, Gracie. Touchdown, Falcons. 57 yards, and the Falcons are back on the scoreboard with 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Blair Oaks 20, and the Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And the beating is on, Ed. Snap is back, ball is down. Jeg Holloway lines it through. 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Blair Oaks 21, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex after this timeout. Blair Oaks Falcons football being brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter Insurance of Jefferson City. And the collision repair kickoff comes down the field, and the Falcons stop the man back at about the 24-yard line. That was a one-play, 57-yard drive in 10 seconds. Brenden Rackers, a 57-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Bax. On second down, Reynolds pitches wide right to Paisley. Oh my goodness, did he get hit?
He disappeared.
Oh my! And they are calling, I think they're calling for somebody to come up and get him right away. He is down.
He got hammered. As soon as he tried to turn it up, somebody hit him hard.
It was either West or Davis over there in that corner, and I mean, it was a nasty collision, and Paisley is down. They were calling for somebody right away as soon as he hit the ground. Bax with the empty backfield. And that's Lackman into the backfield, and off play action. Bax wants to throw down the middle, has it. Rackers again, and Rackers makes a sensational catch inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line.
Rackers went up. He had a step on the defender. He went up and caught it as Bax put it right on the money, and as he was coming down, he juggled it, but he was able to turn his body, land on his back, and hold on to the ball.
To the officials about it and talk to the officials till he's blue in the face, but they cannot stop calling it. So here's Bax. Wide open is Dapkus. He plows over a man and goes into the end zone for the touchdown, Falcons. 10 yards on the play, and the Falcons are back in the lead. Now 27-3.
And the pancake stack's getting higher.
107 yards passing now for Bax on 4 out of 5 on the night. As Holloway gets ready to kick it, line drives it through. 2:53 to play. First quarter, Blair Oaks 28, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. The quarterback, Caden Reynolds, who's a freshman, takes the snap and hands off, and the man gets stopped before he can get to the line of scrimmage. Right at the 30-yard line, the Falcons come crashing in and crash the man back, and let's see who that was getting up off the bottom of the pile. He's not getting off the... Second down and 12. Reynolds back to pass. Swings a pass right side. Has a man. And Davis pulls him out of bounds across the 35-yard line out to the 37-yard line.
Just a quick hitter on the sideline over there.
Reynolds wants to throw, sets, throws, fires it down the middle, incomplete off the hands of Salter. Again, he would not have had the first down. He was short of the first down, but got spun around and thrown to the ground by Halford. On the tackle there for the Falcons, Vander Halford. Moving man in the backfield, that's Edler. And Edler, the senior, takes it up the middle, carrying tacklers. He gets out across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Toby Edler, a senior. 185-pounder. He was so valuable to the Falcons last year during that state championship run.
Go on third down tonight.
And the pass underneath goes to Brody Rademan, and Brody's going to have the first down across the 40 to the 45 to the 47-yard line. And give him a gain of 10 yards and a first down for the senior Brody Rademan.
He had Brenden Rackers right down the middle of the field, wide open.
And here's a look in, and there's Rackers this time. He's got the first down. He's carrying tacklers, gets inside the 45 of Southern Boone down to the 41, and he'll pick up 12 yards and a first down. And the clock continues to run with 15 seconds to go. Falcons will try to get another playoff here from the 40 of Southern Boone. Move Lackman in motion to the left side. And they hand off back to the right. Here comes Hayden. Hayden to the 35-30. 25-20. Good night, Gracie. Hayden Lackman with a stiff arm at the end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Hayden Lackman from 40 yards out.
Hayden Lackman back into the end zone, and he gave that patented stiff arm right at the end of the run there to get himself the final couple 3 yards and went into the end zone. The Falcons are up 34-3. We're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Yeah, we are.
0-0
on the 0.
Holloway on to attempt the extra point. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. It's high, it's long, and it is good. We are at the end of the first quarter. Triple zeros on the scoreboard, but also 35 points on the scoreboard for the Blair Oaks Falcons. The Falcons lead Southern Boone by the score of 35-3. You're watching Blair Oaks Falcons football. Brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter of Jefferson City. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex after this timeout. Bailey in motion, the handoff around the left side, and the Falcons run him down. Rademan stops him short of the line to gain, short of the line of scrimmage, I should say. And they're barely going to give him a loss on the play, and they'll actually put it right back at the 29-yard line. No gain on the play, they say. On second down and long, and they give up the middle, and going nowhere. And being run down behind the line of scrimmage. Once again, it was Bailey. And this time, I believe they are going to give him a loss of about 1 yard on the play. Low snap, and the punter has it blocked. It is blocked, and it is down on the ground, and everybody chasing it. The Falcons get it back at the 20-yard line, and I think it was Falcons get the play in from the sidelines eventually here. Play clock down to 7, to 6, to 5, to 4, to 3. And Bax is going to get it off. Throws it to the right sidelines. Has a man. It's Rackers. And he gets turned upside down as he gets inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line. Going to be very close to the first down. He may be just short. Give him a gain of 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, he tried to turn it up and he got his legs knocked out from underneath him. Otherwise, he would have been able to pick that up.
Fourth catch of the night for Rackers. Second down and a long one to go for the Falcons as they move a man in motion across the formation. Bax keeps it himself up the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyler Bax quickly into the end zone from 12 yards out, and the Blair Oaks Falcons are back on the scoreboard with 9:45 to go in the second quarter. The Blair Oaks Falcons lead at 41-3.
Tyler Bax from 9 yards.
From 12 yards.
12 yards, I'm sorry.
And the Falcons now will try to put 42 on the board with Jeg Holloway, the big sophomore kicker. Snap is back, the ball is down, the kick is up, it's high, it's long. Way to go, Sam Weber. Had a slow snap, but got it on the tee. And Holloway lines it through. 9:45 to go in the second quarter. Blair Oaks 42, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. This game being brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter Insurance of Jefferson, by the score of a 42-3. And that was your Tim Van Ronselen scoring drive summary on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And your Kemna Collision Repair kickoff brings it out to the 33-yard line as returning the ball for Southern Boone is Braden Jackson, a senior. As the ball is going to be marked at the 33-yard line of Southern Boone. First down and 10. A freshman running back is in there with the freshman quarterback Reynolds, who goes back to pass. Quick turnout to the near side, has a man, and out to about the 37-yard line. A pickup on the play of about 5 yards, as making the catch was Brant Eddy.
Sam Closser, depending on the play for Blair Oaks.
Edler comes into the backfield with Bax, and there goes Edler up the middle. Toby's in the secondary. 40, 35, and it tumbles down at the 32-yard line. Toby Edler in a hurry. 20 yards and a first down.
Toby Edler, who was so big down the stretch and in the playoffs last year after Lackman and Dapkus went out.
Edler into the backfield, Bax hands off, and there goes Toby again, carrying tacklers, running like a man possessed. Inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. 7-yard gain for Edler. I think he smells the end zone.
Yeah.
He does have a touchdown this year, I believe.
Yeah.
But
on homecoming, I believe.
And on second and short, there goes Toby around the near side this time, down to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Falcons! Toby Edler into the end zone, but a penalty flag comes out late as we had a wrestling match going on inside the 5-yard line. Lackman and the defensive back were tied up over there, and the defensive back threw Lackman to the ground. Bax moves Lackman into the backfield, hands off to Hayden. Hayden dances, follows the blockers, now cuts up the middle, runs over a man, and comes inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. And a 12-yard gain. But that still brings up a second down and 15.
Well, the Falcons will definitely go for it.
From the 36-yard line. Lackman in motion, back across the formation. Backs back to pass, sets, looks all day, throws down the numbers, has a man, it's Lackman, touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Lackman, circle route coming out of the backfield, nobody covered him, and he goes into the end zone from 36 yards out. The Falcons are back on the scoreboard. 5:59 to play in the second quarter. Falcons 48, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com is Jeg Holloway getting set to kick the extra point. Snap back, ball down. The kick is long, and it is good. Way to go, Sam Weber. Another bad snap, and he got it on the tee. That time it was high, and he set it down. And the Falcons lead 49-3. They'll take this break. In this game being brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter Insurance of Jefferson City. Back to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville after this timeout.
Did last week bring 5 into the box to try and get some pressure on and shut down the running lanes and also get some pressure on the quarterback, but they really haven't done that tonight.
As Reynolds wants to throw down the middle, his pass could be intercepted, and there's Warren Davis.
That's another for Warren. How many? About 8?
That's going to be 7, I believe, for Warren Davis on the interception. 14 interceptions for the Falcons this year.
Quarter that is their first turnover, really.
And here's a run down the sidelines. Edler is still running as he cuts back and gets inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line.
That started at the 46.
So 33 yards on the carry for Edler, and he's stacking them up now. And they'll mark it actually at the 14. Here's the snap. Hand off to Edler. There he goes to the 5 and is pulled down. He'll get to the 6-yard line. As he goes from the 14 down to the 6. It's an 8-yard gain for Toby. 2:59 to play in the second quarter. Backs quickly, right side. Has a man. It's Dapkus. Down the sidelines goes Brady. He's to 35-30, 25-20. Look at him go. Stiff arm. Touchdown. Falcons. Brady Dapkus. Oh, yeah. He feels it. He feels it. 53 yards on the score.
Well, Brady was injured last year when they played his old team, Southern Boone, so.
Yep. As I said, this is the pivot point for that, where the big comeback started for the Falcons, for Brady Dapkus and for Hayden Lackman. They went to work rehabbing broken ankles. As Jeg Holloway lines it through, and with 2:48 to go in the second quarter, Blair Oaks 56, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And order yourself free pancakes. As the pass goes down the middle, it's incomplete. High hop, of course, on Missouri Boulevard here in Jefferson City.
That last touchdown drive by the Falcons was the third tonight of just one play. They had 3 of 1 play.
Reynolds, the freshman quarterback, throws quickly to the left side, has a man who is hammered out of bounds quickly after he caught the pass. And it was Sam Closser over there on the tackle for the Falcons. 3rd down and 10 now from the 37-yard line. As Reynolds takes the ball, sets and throws as he gets hammered again. And there's Jace Chouinard on the interception. Chouinard up the field. There goes Jace. He's going to score a touchdown on senior night. Touchdown, Falcons. Jace Chouinard. 43 yards on the touchdown. Jace Chouinard, that a boy, the middle linebacker.
And it's pancakes for everybody.
Ooh, it's raining pancakes in Wardsville.
Yes.
Whoa. 62-3. We wondered how many points we put up in the first half in this one. Minute 37 to go in the second quarter. It's Blair Oaks 62, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And here on the second down, here goes Bailey on the outside this time. Oh, man. Verslues got him that time.
You can almost see it actually in Southern Boone. When they start getting close to somebody, they start lowering their shoulder, not to try and run over them, but just try and, avoid getting cut in half. And they're losing a lineman here. He's running off, number 76. That's
Reynolds heads off to Bailey, and Bailey picks his way up to the line of scrimmage and falls forward this time and got a yard. Pick up a fourth down and 8.
Well, Bailey's not running he's not taking a handoff and blasting into the line. He's trying to find a hole or something, or just trying to avoid getting drilled. But anyway, that's going to end the half.
And we have come to the end of the first half, and Southern Boone will go to the locker room trailing Blair Oaks by the score of 62-3. It's been about the way we expected here tonight at the Falcon Athletic Complex on senior night. Everybody getting into the act as the Falcons will take it to halftime with the biggest lead they've had all season long. MidMoSports Online continuing coverage of high school football. We'll be back at halftime. This game being brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter Insurance of Jefferson City. From MidMoSports Online, bringing you the sights and sounds of Mid-Missouri sports, it's Blair Oaks Falcons football.
All in all, the Eagles rushed 15 times for negative 13 yards and negative 0.9 average. No touchdowns. And the longest run, Andrew Paisley, 3 yards. Negative 13 yards on the ground and 27 here. Southern Boone had a total of 14 yards of total offense in that first half.
Last night, of course, Jefferson City beats Lutheran St. Charles 42-0, and Helias beat Lift for Life for 45-28. Jeg Holloway getting ready for the Kemna Collision Repair kickoff for the second half, and he wobbles one down the field. It goes past the man who picks it up at the 5-yard line. Coming up the near sidelines to the 10, cuts back across the field and gets knocked off his feet out at about the 16-yard line, and that is where Southern Boone will have it. First down and 10.
And I can see where Southern Boone would take as much time off the play clock as possible in order to hurry the second half along.
Reynolds, the freshman quarterback, has a freshman running back Bailey back there with him. And also another man with him. Low snap, and the handoff goes to Bailey, and he is being driven back. And they will give him back to the line of scrimmage, but he was thrown well short of the line of scrimmage by the Falcons. As leading the tacklers there was Zane West for the Falcons. No gain on the play for Bailey, as it was a low snap. I think it rolled back to the quarterback, and he had to pick it up off the ground and hand it to Bailey.
I almost thought that...
It's Mr. Excitement at quarterback, Beau Buhr.
Get used to a running quarterback.
And here he comes around the left side, gets a block to the 45 and to the 50, and inside Southern Boone territory to the 48-yard line. And that's enough for a first down. Give him 16 yards and a first down.
Beau cut inside of that block by the receiver here on the near side, and I was looking to see if there was a flag.
Hudson Meldrum on the block. That sprung Buhr around the corner. First and 10 from the 48-yard line of Southern Boone. And again, standing in motion, but Buhr keeps it this time. 40, 35, 30, look at him go! 25, 20. Good night, Gracie. Touchdown, Falcons. Beau Buhr, 48 yards. Oh, you gotta love the little guy. Holy cow. If that young man was 6 inches and 40 pounds heavier, he'd be normal. But the Falcons get another touchdown from Beau Buhr, who is far from normal. He is electric.
Mr. Excitement.
Jeg Holloway on to attempt the extra point. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. It's a low line drive, but it goes through. 6:55 to go in the third quarter. Blair Oaks 69, Southern Boone 3 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville after this timeout.
Random kind of thing at quarterback, in a way. I mean, Beau's such a good runner.
On first down, they hand off over the right side, and this young man is getting piled up. Key kick, among others, in on the tackle there for the Falcons as Bailey did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A common refrain for the Eagles tonight.
Sure. And Jack Lueckenhoff also there in the tackle.
It'll be interesting to see how many tackles for loss that the Falcons have. Remember when Coach Lindenbrink was actually a wide receiver, and he was a good one too.
Throw out to the near sidelines, and this pass is caught out at about the 21-yard line. And making the catch was Brant Eddy, and a gain of about 6 yards on the play. As the coaching staff for Southern Boone taking their time, getting a play in, of course, letting this clock run, trailing 69-3.
It'll be about 2:40 left to go in the quarter when they snap the ball.
And once again, Reynolds with a screen pass over to the right side. They have a man running down the sidelines, and he gets thrown out of bounds across the 25, close to the 30-yard line, as that pass was thrown to Kai Morris. And Morris going to pick up 5 yards on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 5 now. They'll go to the fourth quarter here. And that will do it for 3 quarters of play here in Wardsville. Blair Oaks Falcons leading Southern Boone by the score of 69-3. You're watching Blair Oaks Falcons football, brought to you by Jake Voss, Shield of Shelter Insurance of Jefferson City. We'll return to Wardsville and the Falcon Athletic Complex after this timeout on MidMoSportsOnline.com. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter here, as Ed reminded us as we went to break there. 10 pancakes, 10 touchdowns for the Falcons tonight. Free 10 pancakes at IHOP on Missouri Boulevard in Jefferson City. And there goes Skyler Lootens into the secondary, and he nearly got loose. Gets it down to the 31-yard line.
Lootens on the loose.
17-yard gain for Skyler Lootens. This is what they do. They can move the ball up and down the field. So on first down from the 31-yard line, and Buhr gets it again. There he goes, 25-20, cuts back 15, and he's pulled down inside the 15 at about the 10-yard line. Mark him at the 11-yard line, and a 20-yard gain and a first down.
Which is pretty good for a backup player.
Clock running at 9:13 to go in the fourth quarter. 69-3, Blair Oaks in the lead. Luetens into the backfield. They hand off Skyler. He's untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Skyler took that handoff, and he looked like, he got about the 1-yard line, like he was going to launch himself in case he had to. So he kind of made a little bit of a lunge, but nobody was there in his way, so he just kept running on in.
He was expecting contact. Yes, it never came.
Yeah, he was ready to dive into the end zone.
It's 75-3. As Holloway is on for the extra point. Snap back, it's low. Weber got it on the tee somehow, and Holloway lines it through. Weber has been outstanding tonight, holding the ball on the extra points. Lord knows he's had enough practice at it tonight. 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter. More pancakes for the Falcons. Ed, help me. Where are we at? 11? So the Blair Oaks Falcons will win their 20th conference championship in the last 25 seasons, as they will defeat Southern Boone here tonight and go to a perfect 6-0 in conference play.
The game was over before they snapped the ball.
So, once again, the Blair Oaks Falcons win the conference championship with a perfect 6-0 record as they defeat the Southern Boone Eagles here tonight by the final score of 76-3. The Falcons now move to 9-0 in regular season play as the regular season ends here tonight, as they will get ready for district play as the #1 seed in the Class 2 District 5 standings. And they will await a team in the game between Father Tolton and North Callaway next Friday night. The Falcons will have a bye, so they'll be off next Friday night and await their opponent for the week number 11 game. And Southern Boone actually takes a 3-0 lead, but the Falcons restore order quickly. They are up 62-3 at halftime. They win it 76-3 here at the Falcon Athletic Complex on senior night. Seniors played well. A bunch of them got into the end zone. We'll talk all about that and much more as we take a look at our post-game show after this timeout on MidMoSportsOnline.com.